Hello, thank you so much for being here. My name is Perla Ciccone and from the marketing team at OSCO. OSCO is the hospitality leading network, and we're happy to be here today with Giulia and Margot from Relais Châteaux. We will be going over all the benefits that the brand has to offer, also mentioning the opportunities that they currently have. You will be able to discover all the benefits of being part of this brand and to also pop up any questions you may have along the way. So, Giulia, I will give you now the lead in order for you to be able to introduce yourself and also introduce the brand. Thank you so much for being here, and you can start now.
Hello, everyone. A very good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Pleasure to be here with you. My name is Giulia Sgarbi. I'm the Culinary Communications Manager at Relais Châteaux. I'm here with my colleague, Margot. And yes, it will be a pleasure to tell you a little bit about our brand. And for me, especially, my focus is working with our restaurants globally. And I know many of you are looking for positions in this area, so I am excited to share a little bit with you on this. So here we are. Hope that you all can see this okay.
Yes, it works.
Thanks, Marco. So join our restaurants. This is the message, the key message that we want to share with you all. And briefly, this is what I would like to go over today. It's all about exploring your future in luxury hospitality with us. I'll briefly say a few words about Relais Châteaux, who we are and what we do. I'll explain what it means to have a career with meaning at a Relais Châteaux property. And as well, of course, importantly, how to apply. And we'll have a moment for questions and answers at the end. So first of all, what is Relais Châteaux? Our recipe for success starts with us being a not-for-profit association. Our history is actually quite long. It began in 1954 when a few hotels between Paris and Nice decided to associate themselves and become sort of a group to help each other and to support each other. Today, those few properties have become a global association of 580 hotels and restaurants, 80 of them, as it says here, standalone restaurants, so restaurants without rooms. We span 65 countries and five continents. And each hotel is independently owned and decides to associate themselves into this kind of very big global community with a global commitment to gastronomic excellence, one of our brand pillars, as well as sustainability, which is also one of our leading missions. And this gives you an idea of where we are in the world and the fact that this global network you see here is hiring. 580 members, 26% of them are based in France, another 38% in Europe, excluding France. We've got growing presence in North America with 15% of our properties there, as well as in Asia and Oceania with 9%. And finally, South America and Africa, Middle East, and Indian Ocean each represent about 6% of our 580 global properties. What we really feel at Relais Châteaux is that we're more than a brand. We are a movement altogether, a movement with meaning. And these are the pillars that define us and distinguish us. First of all, the quality of every hotel and every property in Relais Châteaux. Our brand has really become synonymous with status and trust, and we're very proud to offer 96% guest satisfaction. And we defend and we protect culinary heritage and also a legacy of fine dining all across our properties. We are also proud to be a very engaged community. Last year, we presented 12 commitments, kind of like a sustainability vision, which was endorsed by UNESCO and which was embraced by our members globally to live and work in harmony with all life on Earth. And our properties also receive a sustainability score as well as a quality score in order to assess how well they're doing and how well they can keep doing in the future. And finally, we are also proud to be united in uniqueness. That means each property has its own identity, has its own sense of place. No two Relais Châteaux properties are the same at all, but they all share this very profound sense of hospitality, this art, this celebration of the art of hospitality, of small gestures and details that unites us all globally. Looking a little bit in more detail in our sustainability mission, it's essentially divided into 3 key pillars. First of all, to preserve the world's hospitality and culinary traditions. Secondly, to contribute to the protection and development of biodiversity. And thirdly, to take daily action for a more humane world. And we live and breathe these 3 pillars every day in each of the Relais Châteaux properties. And we have a lot of projects that we work on with the teams in the properties in order to uphold these pillars. I want to show you a video that shows a little bit what it's like, what the gastronomy of Relais Châteaux is like, to get an idea of what our gastronomy is like. That was just to give you an idea of our gastronomic really philosophy, which is, we're very proud to say, is recognized at the global level. And one of the main recognitions that we've received globally is Michelin stars, which hopefully some of you will be familiar with. As many as 37 restaurants in the Relais Châteaux network have 3 Michelin stars, 63 have 2 stars, and 103 have 1 Michelin stars. On top of this, we also have 45 green stars in the network, which recognize sustainability or a commitment to sustainability. And actually what these numbers mean is that almost 1/4, almost 25% of all 3-star restaurants in the world are part of the Relais Châteaux network. So if what you're after is really a career at the top of global gastronomy, seeing where the trends are, seeing where some of the world's greatest chefs are working, there may be also opportunities for you in this area. So what it means to join, what does it mean to join, to have a career with Relais Châteaux? We are a network that really nurtures passion. That's what we really feel. So if you're looking for a career driven by purpose, by being part of something bigger, if you're looking for opportunities to grow internationally, considering the global network that we have, and the chance to work with inspiring culinary professionals, people who are really driving the industry, then you might very well be our next candidate. And if you were, so this is the team that you would be joining. 42,000 employees worldwide across our 580 properties, of which 30,000 are permanent, 2,000 are internships, and 10,000 are seasonal employees. And globally, the average age of our teams is 32 years old, with a slightly higher number of male versus female, but very close to 50% actually. In terms of the careers that you can apply to, first of all, in terms of jobs offers published in 2024, you will see here how F&B and kitchen together actually reach 63% of all the job offers we've seen published on our careers website. A lot of these, as you can see, are permanent contracts, a few more seasonal and temporary, and then some training and apprenticeship contracts. And they really span a variety of sectors, from the kitchen to management for F&B venues, pastry bar, bakery, service. We're really proud to have a real variety of positions in the network. So there are opportunities in many different areas in our restaurants globally. And in terms of career growth and benefits, of course, each Relais Châteaux property is owned and managed independently, but we do know that our members invest in the success of their teams. It's an opportunity to train with culinary talent that is recognized globally. It's an opportunity to also access a network of properties and opportunities that is spread internationally. We do have some initiatives at the association level, so with all 580 properties, to recognize outstanding employees. For example, our Rising Chef Trophy that is given every year to an upcoming chef in the network. And we offer a very beneficial staff rate, which is available to all permanent employees of all Relais Châteaux properties globally, in order to travel to other Relais Châteaux properties and stay at them for a very discounted price. And so really for us, an opportunity to travel the world in the most beautiful way. And for us, our unique selling point is really exceptional cuisine. Globally, we have more than 800 restaurants, because some properties actually have more than one restaurant on site. Of these, 80 are fine dining restaurants that have no rooms. 68% of our clients, according to our most recent study, view gastronomy as an essential part of travel and therefore choose where to go based on this. We're also unique in that we have a World Culinary Council. This is a representation of all of the chefs that we have globally, and a network that really helps us to push forward our gastronomy inside and outside the association. And finally, we unite our chefs with regional events, which are called Chefs Clubs. So we bring our chefs together, we do team building exercises, we tell them about the brand, we get them to do activities and have beautiful meals together. So it's really an added bonus to the Relais Châteaux experience and to what it's like to work in one of the properties. Another little video, this one I do believe has subtitles, which gives you, will helps you meet some of the people that could be your teammates.
Hola, mi nombre es Teresa y trabajo en recepción del Hotel Aquelarre Relais Châteaux en San Sebastián.
Ciao, sono Luca, sono il sous-chef dell'Osteria del Borro all'interno del Relais Châteaux, il Borro Toscana.
Bonjour, je suis Victoria, chef concierge au Relais Châteaux Relais Christine.
Bonjour, je suis Jacques, je suis directeur des ventes et événements au Relais Châteaux Hôtel de la Cigogne à Genève.
Hello, my name is Francisca. I'm an international hotel management engineer and I'm working here at the Relais Châteaux, the Amaris Sienna, in the role of a floor supervisor.
Hola, soy Indica, maître d'hôtel en Espacio Teiza, a Relais Châteaux Property en Hotel Aquelarre, San Sebastián. Bueno, pues la hospitalidad me escogió a mí. Yo no recuerdo mi primera casa, pero sí recuerdo el primer hotel en el que estuve y no podía ser de otra manera que yo terminase trabajando en un hotel porque mis padres tienen un hotel, yo he vivido en la recepción del hotel.
La determinazione, la passione e sicuramente la voglia di imparare sempre.
Ce qui me fait vibrer dans mon métier, c'est de pouvoir échanger avec une clientèle internationale et aussi de les voir revenir avec des étoiles plein les yeux après avoir suivi nos recommandations le matin.
Si vous êtes passionné, si vous êtes convaincu, si vous avez envie de découvrir le monde, allez-y.
Yo diría que no podemos trabajar sin el pin de Relais Châteaux, es el símbolo de los valores con los que nos identificamos.
Knock 3 times. Housekeeping, good afternoon.
So, the big question, how do you join this wonderful global team? On this website, which you can access by scanning the QR code on the screen, you can see job ads from our properties globally. You can create a candidate profile, upload your CV, and do everything in the area. And you can also read more about Relais Châteaux. You can discover more about the properties and really the different roles and professions that are on offer. So just to finish, a few quick tips to prepare your application. First of all, target your research. The website, the careers website, allows you to really search for a specific keyword, for a specific position in a specific area of the world. So make the most of that targeting. Number 2, build a resume in your image. It's really important that you showcase your strengths, that you showcase your story in your resume and what is it that it drives you. And in fact, number 3, showcase your strengths. What are the projects that you've done that you're really proud of? What are the moments that have defined your career so far, and where do you want to go? It's really interesting for prospective employers also to hear that from you. Number 4, of course, be really clear and precise in your expectations. What's the position you're looking for? When are you available to start? What's your expectation around housing? Do you need a visa? The clearer and the more transparent you are with your prospective employer, the easier it will be for them to also offer you the right position. So it's transparency works both ways. And finally, customize your application. Read a little bit about the property, find out what they're about, and tailor your CV, your cover letter, and your email by adding a sentence or something about the property that makes them feel that you've done that research, you're looking for this job because you love what they're doing, and you're keen to start with them. That's really everything from me. I think we're just within time. Very happy to take your questions now. So hopefully you've been
Giulia, yes, we have one question from Ahmed. I hope I'm not butchering your name. I'm sorry. Who's asking, could you be more specific with the regional chefs clubs?
Yes, well, I am lucky that I actually go to all of these chefs clubs myself, so I can definitely tell you about them. Chefs clubs are really team building events that we organize almost in every area of the world where Relais Châteaux exists. We get the chefs together, so usually that's the executive chef at the property, but they often bring members of their team with them, a sous chef, a pastry chef, other people that they would like to reward. And we spent 2 or 3 days together. We talk about Relais Châteaux. We talk about all of our initiatives and what the chefs can do to work with us. We go for beautiful meals together, sometimes at very good restaurants as well. Yeah, we do workshops, sometimes focused on gastronomy, like master classes, but sometimes also focused on the dining room and how the kitchen and the dining room can work together. It's meant to be an inspirational experience, a team building experience, and to give everyone who comes access and the chance to connect with the other chefs of Relais Châteaux in their part of the world.
Thank you. I see we have a question in the chat from Courage, I think, who's asking, are we in Roma, Italy? And I think we are. Maybe Giulia, you can be more specific than I am.
I seem to also remember, guys, it's hard with 580 properties to remember every location.
Definitely.
But we have more than 50 properties in Italy, so I would not be surprised if at least one of them was in Rome.
And I think, oh no, we do have a bit more. Let me see. So we had a question on, can I get a job or an internship in the property? I think we already replied to that. Yes, definitely. Please go and have a look on our website or on Hostco and see if we have any job offer that might fit with your research and what you want to do. And please do apply if that's the case. There are many questions about visa. And unfortunately, we cannot reply to all of you because it really depends on where you are at the moment and where you want to go. That will be a question to ask at the beginning of the recruitment process if you actually do apply somewhere and a recruiter calls you, then it's a good question to ask upfront to gain time for you and for them if you have a question regarding visas. We have Mohammed who asks, I only have 1 year of experience as a kitchen assistant. Is that enough to apply? Giulia, what do you think?
Absolutely. Chefs are looking for people in their kitchens at all levels. They're not exclusively looking for experienced employees. So 100%, I know our chefs are really looking at all levels, including entry level. So 1 year of experience is not entry level anymore.
We have questions on the process after selection. So the idea for us here is to give the brand a showcase for you to learn about who we are, but we are not the people recruiting for the 580 properties, thank God. So if you are interested in joining us, what you should do is connect on one of our platforms. So you can go on Hostco, but you can also go on our dedicated website, have a look at our offers, and if you're interested in one in particular, apply. And from that point, it will differ depending on which property will get your application. They don't all work the same. Also depending on their size. Some have dedicated HR who do recruitment as a job, and some do not, and it's the chef or the GM who will do the recruitment for them. And so depending on that, it will differ, and you will not leave the same process, but so it will depend. I cannot give a global answer to that question. Is French language a must in the application process? I would say no, but it depends on where you want to go. If you want to work in France, then I would say it's a must because you will need to communicate with your team and with your guests. But if you apply in Italy, for instance, we don't need you to speak French. So please have a specific look at the job ad, look at what's asked of you, and then depending on that, you will be able to know if it's required or not. And then I think we have covered most of the questions. Looking through them.
Thank you, Margot. You're a great MC.
I'm trying. I think we're good. We have a question on Dubai. Several questions on Dubai. We do not have an office in Dubai at my knowledge, and I don't think we have a property either in Dubai. No.
No, we do have in North Africa, but not in the United Arab Emirates.
And I think we've covered all the questions.
Thank you so much, Margot, and thank you so much, Giulia, for this amazing presentation. Addressing the questions of the attendees is very helpful and definitely gives them light in this process. So attendees, thank you again also for being here. As you could see, this webinar definitely shows how much you can grow with Relais Châteaux, the global opportunities that it offers, and also the unique perks you have being part of this team. One of the things that we now encourage you as someone who is applying for these jobs is to make sure to keep your profile updated. If you apply through OSCO, it's very important that you showcase every single thing that you have to bring to the table in order to stand out. As you know, we have amazing candidates in our platform, and it's a matter of making you the person that is going to be chosen for this position. What we want to make sure that is definitely the best. So we will be sharing a recording of this webinar in case you would like to go back again, check anything that you may have missed, or if you just happen to join a bit later, you make sure that you are able to watch the whole webinar as much as you need to. We will be also sharing the next steps in order for you to know where you at. So see you in a future opportunity. Good luck in your process. And thanks again to Relais Châteaux for making this a really nice opportunity to learn more about them. Have a great day.
Thanks for having us, and have a great day, everyone.
Same. Well, bye-bye. We will be finishing now.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you.